from the Big 8 Conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Kansas Jayhawks. And here are the Jayhawks ranked 10th this week in the AP poll, 8-1 on the season, over the 4th time since 1950. Kansas has won 8 or more games in the season. It is the 2nd time since Glenn Mason took over as head coach 8 seasons ago. Today, number 1 Nebraska is the guest. The Cornhuskers trying to repeat as Big 8 Conference champions and national champions. And as you can see, both Kansas teams and Colorado still alive as we begin the schedule today in the Big 8 Conference. Here come the Cornhuskers. And the earth rumbled and shook as the mighty came rolling in, ranked number 1. Lynn Swan is down on the field. I'm Keith Jackson. Bob Greasy is not with us. We had a vote and decided it was time that old Dad go see his son play quarterback at Michigan. And so we dispatched him, as we understand, into dreadful weather, but the Wolverines won. Bob will be back with us next week. With us today is a young man who was young once, about 15, 20 years ago, and 10 years ago we were here in this very spot. Our longtime friend and colleague, Tim Brandt. Welcome.
Great to be back with you, partner. The last time you and I were here, 64-3, 1986, Kansas lost big. But a lot has changed since then.
Cold then, too.
That's it, just as cold.
The overriding question about this ball game, is there any way in the world that Kansas can stop the Nebraska juggernaut?
Nobody has, Keith. Absolutely nobody this year. Nebraska averages over 55 points a game. Now, Kansas defense is young, very inexperienced. They're going to have to pursue like crazy and hope a lot.
Well, ball control is an obvious factor if you're going to contend at all with Nebraska. Kansas has a couple of running backs that are pretty good.
Well, L.T. Levine and June Henley are outstanding backs. They've gone over 2,000 yards each for their careers. They're going to have to hold the ball. This is hammer and chisel time. It's the only chance I think Kansas has today is to keep Nebraska off the field.
I think the general consideration is, too, that the Cornhuskers have not had a day in which they made very many mistakes. They may not do it again today, but for Kansas to have a realistic chance, Nebraska's going to have to help them.
Oh, I agree. They're going to have to help them. Kansas is going to have to hope. They're going to have to play aggressively and keep Nebraska's offense off the field.
It's a clear day, but it sure is crisp. It's about 32 degrees, and now we go to New York City, our studio host, John Saunders.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll
kick off. Jayhawks will then have the first offensive possession of the ball game. Chris Brown will do the kicking for the Huskers, the freshman from South Lake, Texas. Deep for Kansas will be Ashonde Smith, number 6, and June Henley, number 20. And the game is on. 90 in a row they've played, and Brown, as usual, has knocked it beyond the playing field, and Kansas will have the 20-yard line first down. Mark Williams is the senior quarterback for the Jayhawks. 9-1 as a starter, 15 touchdowns. The Chili's starting lineup, backs and receivers, feature number 1 for the Kansas Jayhawks, Isaac Bird. He's a burner. He's a big play man, and they're going to need some today. This is June Henley, who's been a very steady, tough performer for the Jayhawks, but the Cornhuskers on his first effort of the afternoon eat him up for a loss of at least a yard and a half. The offensive front for Kansas has to step up. They've simply got to give their quarterback and their running back some time to pick and choose. And Chris Banks at offensive guard is one of the steadiest of all those people up front today. Scott Whitaker getting the start along the offensive front. But that offensive line has got to take care of the Nebraska defensive rush. Otherwise, the Jayhawks are going to have a long afternoon. That ball just simply may have stuck to his fingers because it's a very cold day. He was L.T. Levine, and the ball was bounced at his feet. The defensive front 7 for Nebraska, all good. The Peter brothers inside the defensive ends, but the man who flies around like a madman is Terrell Farley. Came out of junior college and has stepped into the Cornhusker lineup with 47 tackles already.
What's interesting about that, Keith, is that they only really have two down linemen.
True. And that's like 2 stumps with deep roots. You don't find much room to run around in there. Williams gets his pass away, and his man is wide secondary. It's happened a lot this year. Moore is a 6'4", 245-pounder from Garden City. It's first down, Jayhawks.
This is just a breakdown in coverage. I don't think anybody out there on the cornerback expected him to slide. You can see the cornerback over there comes in with the out pattern, and they just take the tight end underneath. Nobody picked him up. They've got to go wide as the widest, deep as the deepest. Somebody got suckered in.
June Henley is a single back on first down at the 48-yard line. He has the ball, looks for some daylight, and finds a couple of yards as he reaches midfield. The defensive backs for the Cornhuskers, anchored by Tony Veland, the former quarterback at free safety, who sets him up back there. But the cover man and the real tough guy is number 8, Tyrone Williams. Now, he doesn't have the big stats, mainly because they don't throw the ball in his neighborhood.
No, that's a good point. He's an all-conference quarterback, first team last year, rookie Big 8, newcomer of the year in '93. He's a quality player.
On second down and 8, the ball is drilled to Isaac Bird, and he's going to have another Kansas first down. The ball at the Nebraska 35-yard line.
Keith, you just said they don't throw to Wayans. Booker, that time was on the corner. They just came inside, sprinted past him.
Oh, the Jayhawks are moving the football. The possession started at their own 20. They need a cushion. They're trying to get it quickly.
This is a great start for KU, Keith. They want to keep that Nebraska offense off the field, and they're doing it right here by breaking tendencies, and they're very unpredictable.
Williams hands the ball away. And number 20, June Henley, slips and slides, and Jamel Williams takes him down for a yard loss. And now here's John Saunders.
Keith, Iowa against Northwestern, and the Wildcats catch a break here. Matt Sherman to Derek Price. Watch as he gets stuck. He fumbles the ball. Hudhaifa Ismaili picks it up, rumbles 31 yards, and that cinches the victory. 31-20, still unbeaten in the Big Ten. Darnell Autry, 32 carries, 110 yards, 11th straight game over 100. Keith.
First possession of this ball game, Kansas second down and 10. The ball is at the Nebraska 35. Cornhuskers obviously the number 1 team in the country. Jayhawks number 10, looking for some help. With a shovel pass here as the ball goes to L.T. Levine, and he gets across the 35 and down to about the 33. So they'll be looking at third down and long.
Keith, I really think offensively, they got to keep Nebraska off the field offensively. They've got to have ball control. We're talking about 60 snaps offensively. And defense, we talked about it. They haven't had their shot yet, but they've got to overload. They've got to pursue and get 11 guys around the football. They've got to force turnovers. And as the coaches said to us, they have to hope and get lucky.
Third down and 8. Williams rolls out, gets a little help from the corner from number 79, throws the ball away. Nobody available, and on running for his life, he didn't have time to do a whole lot of cruising and looking, so he just dumps it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is an interesting situation, Keith. Now what do? Do you go ahead and do you punt the ball when you have great field position? You're out of field goal range here. I say they'll probably go for it on fourth.
Simmons is in.
They are going to try to punt it, pin Nebraska. Crowd doesn't like that.
Now here comes the quarterback back on, so maybe you're right.
I would definitely go for it on fourth down here. In a game like this, you've got to gamble. You've got to take your shots when you have good field position.
Simmons did not make his move in. He was ready to come, and they didn't summon him, so they'll go on 4th and 10. Ball is right about the 35 where he went out of bounds. I guess he...
Len Mason saying it's 4th and 9.
It should be, yeah, because the ball was up on the 33-yard line. And either he stepped out of bounds before he threw it, or they've made a mistake and now they correct it. Put it on the 33. It'll be 4th down and 8, and they're out of the shotgun. He's got pretty good protection, throws the ball very hard, and it's slapped down by Phil Ellis, linebacker, who dropped into the short zone. And the man for whom the pass was intended was simply wallowing around on a sea of white shirts. Simply not available. So the Cornhuskers will take over as Tommy Frazier trots out on the field. Tommy Frazier, the senior, graduating in 4 years, right on schedule, may very well, in my opinion at least, be the best all-around college football player in the country.
If he's not in a class of his own, it doesn't take long to take roll where he is.
Senior from Palmetto, Florida.
See the flip side. Keep the flip side of that going forward on fourth is now you give Nebraska great field position to start this series.
That's right. Frazier going down the line on the option play. Turns upfield with it, and he is taken down by number 41, Dick Holt, inside linebacker for the Kansas Jayhawks. So the Chili starting lineup, the backs and receivers for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Amon Green, the running back, true freshman, number 30, needs 3 yards to reach 1,000 yards rushing for this season. He has 5 100-yard games so far this year.
Including last week, he went for 176 yards.
Frazier gained on that keeper 2 yards, second down and 8 from the 35. Pounding in there is Brett McGraw, the sophomore out of Kansas City. A Garden City it is, and he makes the tackle a yard short of the line of scrimmage. McGraw, number 70.
Boy, watch number 70 to the right of your screen. He just uses his quickness here. He's not a big guy. He's only 6'1", 275. I say not big compared to the Nebraska kids who are all 300-pounders. But that's where he used his quickness as an advantage, got off the block and made the tackle.
And it's third down and 9 for the Cornhuskers as Frazier goes to the shotgun. Has all day to throw, delivers the ball to the receiver, but it is short of the first down. Lester Johnson making the catch, couldn't make something happen, and they stop him just short of the 42. They had to go past the 43 for the first down.
Keith Jackson, that is huge. Last week, Nebraska scored on its first 10 possessions. Now Kansas comes out here and sets the tempo for the day by stopping Nebraska's first offensive series. 3 plays, punt, and get out of there.
Well, 2 years ago, they had a war here, and Kansas wound up losing by a point. This is the one place that Tom Osborne cheers. Jesse Bush is in the kick. Kick is away. It's a good high one, going up into the slight breeze. Bundled, and Nebraska's covered. The ball is going toward the end zone as it gets away from them. It's touchdown, Cornhuskers. John Bedrow.
Do you believe it? Bird looking into the sun, loses concentration. Oh, what a terrible mistake. Then the ball gets kicked. That's the worst thing that could have happened. And look at 25. Vidro just has it. Nebraska scores. One of the 4 don'ts of the kicking game. Don't let the ball hit the ground.
Federal holds now for Chris Brown. He'd have been better off with all that traffic to have called fair catch. Whole day, it's about 32 degrees, we're told. Chill factors down in the 20s. Mercifully right now, the wind is very slight. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So at 9:17 to go in the first quarter, special teams comes up with a touchdown for the Huskers.
He picks up number 57, Chad Kelsey. Right there, look. He's looking at 57, takes his eye off the ball, puts it on the ground. 7 points for Nebraska.
So the Huskers will kick off, and Kansas will send Smith and June Henley deep. And Chris Brown, who seemingly is headed for all manner of freshman records as a kicker at Nebraska, will hammer it toward the end zone.
You know, that's a heartbreaker, Keith, after the defense comes on and makes a defensive stop to have a turnover end up in the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking game always figures in the outcome, sooner or later. That's 2 yards deep in the end zone for Smith. Ashunde finds a crack and crosses the 40-yard line. So a big return for Ashunde Smith, and here is Lynn Swamp.
Okay, you know, I went into the locker room and Glenn Mason listened to him address his football team. And there's a sign on the wall that says, play hard. He says, you got here, you have a winning record because you've done that and you played hard. An injured player, Maurice Gaddy, got up and said, make sure we can do it. If we go out and play hard, we can stay undefeated in this house. An emotionally charged locker room, and sometimes when emotions that high, you make mistakes. And I think we saw the first one. Keith?
All right, 20, it's June Hindley and L.T. Levine in the backfield behind Mark Williams. Rolls it out, throws the ball, caught by Levine. Levine is close to a first down as he gets it over on the Nebraska side of the field.
Well, you have to be impressed with the way Kansas has come out offensively and defensively. They're executing the way they want to. How ironic is it when you have a great Nebraska team like this to have a guy score a touchdown on you that's a walk-on? Played his high school ball in South Dakota. He's a walk-on.
Second down and 1. The ball is at the 49-yard line of the Cornhuskers. Levine, the single back, gets the ball, goes into the middle, finds his way for the first down, and more update now on scores from John Saunders.
Keith, you mentioned your usual partner, Bob Greasy's not there because he's watching his son, Brian, play, although he didn't see much offense today. Rick Trevsker is sacked by Clarence Thompson here for the safety. That made it a 5-0 game, and that's how this one wound up. Michigan beating Purdue 5-zip. Keith.
Cold, bitter day on this one, too. From the 47, first down for the Jayhawks. Levine, the single back. Williams, little stand-up pop, throws to his tight end. Moore's got the ball, gets down across the 40. Tony Phelan had a hold of him, but Jim Moore wouldn't surrender and went ahead and picked up another 2 yards after the catch.
Keith, one of the things that Glenn Mason has done is very impressive. He wants that quick release, a quick game out of his quarterback. He knows that Nebraska is awfully strong defensively. They come with a lot of pressure, and they will sack you. So he's got him doing the 2-step to 1-step drops. He's releasing the ball very quickly, and he's going to his big receivers more. 6'3" guy. He's now 5 for 8. Williams is throwing the football.
Jose Whitey joins Moore now, a double tight end alignment. Ball is handed inside. That's there for Levine. He is a senior out of Columbia, New Jersey, 210 pounds. Columbia, New Jersey just happens to be Glenn Mason's hometown. Dr. Tom Osborne, Kansas, you see there, has never beaten him. This is his 23rd season. 2 years ago, they came close.
Trying to do what only 3 other living coaches have done, win back-to-back national championships.
Third down and 2. All the way back to your midfield, but they're going to mark his progress at about the 43-yard line. Coleman was the first guy to come through there and blunt his forward progress, and then the rest of the black shirts, as they call them, chased him all the way back to midfield.
Yeah, that was well defended. That wasn't. They didn't lose the first down on that play. They did the play before. You mentioned it when we were talking before the game. Levine taps dance too much. He's got to jam up there and try to get the 2 and 3 yards when he needs that for the first down, rather than dancing around and looking for things to happen.
Darren Simmons is in for his first punt now. There's no question about this one as the ball sits along the 43. And the deep man is Mike Coleman for Nebraska. Snap is high and fast, but he got it out of there. And let's see about the hole. And it's finally going to take a look at Kansas bounce. Go inside the 20 and roll at about the 17-yard line. 7-0 Cornhuskers, 6 minutes to play first quarter. The cars and trucks 36 million people depend on every day. Genuine Chevrolet. De Beers. A diamond is forever. Beechwood H. Budweiser, the king of beers. This Bud's for you. And Chili's Grill and Bar, where steak lovers go for great grilled steaks. The offensive front for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, anchored by Aaron Graham at a mere 275 pounds, flanked by Aaron Taylor at 305. Aaron Taylor and Graham together have had enough pancake blocks to flatten a platoon this season. I mean, they will turn you upside down. Run the ball for a couple of yards on Green, carrying, and I think he gets 2 out of that and leaves him 1 short of the 1,000 yards. Jason Doran, 8 of the tackle. 7 of the Cornhuskers, anchored by Aaron Graham at a mere 275 pounds, flanked by Aaron Taylor at 305. Aaron Taylor and Graham together have had enough pancake blocks to flatten a platoon this season. I mean, they will turn you upside down. Run the ball for a couple of yards on Green, carrying, and I think he gets 2 out of that and leaves him 1 short of the 1,000 yards. Jason Doran, 8 of the tackle. too short of the 1,000 yards. Keith Rogers leads the defensive front for the Kansas Jayhawks. He's 210 pounds. Not very big. He's one of those DBs that moved up to an outside linebacker position and leads the team in tackling.
He's experienced too. He's a senior, he's a captain, and he is aggressive.
Out of the shotgun, there's a penalty flag. Remember at the Colorado game, it was an astounding thing that the Cornhuskers played that entire ball game without a penalty. Here we've got a flag, and they have one here. Let's see. The referee is Steve Juszczyk.
False start, offense.
Well, that's almost an upset when you see a Cornhusker make a mistake in 1995.
Well, I agree with you. They have not had a bad game yet. We were saying today, perhaps, every team has one eventually. This could be it.
The defensive backs for the Kansas Jayhawks. Dorian Rue is the cover man. Mo Gaddy is the big hitter back there. Gaddy, you'll see him in the Nebraska backfield before the day is done. But it's Rue who takes the top receiver and generally does a pretty good job with it. Back goes Tommy Frazier. Looking around, has plenty of time, and throws to the sideline. The pass is caught by number 5, running the goal line. He takes a solid lick, but he takes care of the ball, and he's got a first down at the 29-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you this, too. We've had good coverage on them. To win today, this is what I think. Nebraska just has to stay in its game plan. We talked about this team not making many mistakes. They execute properly, they win. And defensively, we talked about them. They have to stop Henley and Levine.
No first down, Cornhuskers at their 29. Reeves, a single back. This blocking, he can't get to the line of scrimmage. He was a little late coming, and the Jayhawks are really searching for him. Jason Thorin, the sophomore from Lawrence, made the tackle. That's his second of the ball game, and they take him down back at the 27.
Well, they brought a lot of beef around there, too. They pulled the tackle in the guard, and Thorin got behind him. That's a guy, he was the top high school player in Kansas City. He's an outstanding player. He started as a true freshman.
It is third down and 12. Here's Green getting up to the 30-yard line on that carry. Brought down by Keith Rogers. And so the Cornhuskers will bring up the third down. I did set you back early because of the penalty. Tomorrow at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, Americans Michelle Kwan, Nicole Bobbitt, and an elite international field of skating fight new stars hit the ice, featuring the ladies and dance competitions from Sudafed Skate America International. Tomorrow, here on ABC Sports. Now it is third down and 9. Pass complete to Federal. Federal is taken down 2 yards short of the first down. Now it'll be fourth down and kicking high. Again, John Saunders.
Keep the Ohio State Buckeyes trying to remain unbeaten and riding this guy once again. Eddie George, 39 yards down the sidelines, a little punishment at the end. Gets it down to the 4, sets up Peppy Pearson for his touchdown run. 7-0, the Buckeyes on top. George over 90 yards. Keith.
John Jesse pushes into the punt. First kick was 43 yards. Isaac Bird is back there again. Isaac fumbled it the first time.
See if he gets a little gunshot this time.
Spinning kick. Fair catch this time. At the 26-yard line, and there the Jayhawks will have possession after a 39-yard punt. How do you beat Nebraska? If you can, you said.
They try to beat a team like Nebraska in their offense because they're awful consistent. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They haven't had a turnover in 4 games. Is that you have to play ball control offense. Because as long as you got the ball, Frazier and his people are on the sideline. And then when you have to give the ball up, you better have an effective kicking game so that they have a long way to go. If you're giving them the ball on or about the 50-yard line or shorter, they're going to put points up each and every time.
Ball is loose on the ground. Do they call him down or do they call it fumble? They call it fumble. You don't beat Nebraska helping them. Nebraska doesn't need any help. So that's the second turnover for Kansas, and here's Nebraska sitting down there at the Kansas 30-yard line as Henley lost the ball when he was hit.
You are exactly right. You can't help him. The first one turned out to be a touchdown. Watch the strip from behind. He's got to put this ball away, tuck it behind. Once he cuts up, watch this. They just rake it right out of there. The strip from behind, the ball's loose before he goes down, and if you shorten the field in Nebraska like this, for the Cornhuskers, it's like running downhill.
Now they have put the beleaguered and much celebrated Lawrence Phillips on the field. He does not get the ball here. Yep, Makovic. Fullback takes it, and Steve Ratton brings it down. The fullback picked up about 4 yards, and Lawrence Phillips now back on the field again after his suspension. His stats for his career diminished considerably by his suspension.
Absolutely. He was the leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy before he was suspended 6 years ago. A little talent.
For second down and about 6. Frazier keeps it. He's tough. Are you kidding me? That's your quarterback doing that. It's first and goal, Nebraska at the Kansas 1.
Tell you what, he may be the quarterback. He's also one of your leading rushers, and he could be the best athlete on the team. Watch the option now. The safety has to come up and take the pitch man. He also has to take the quarterback. There's one missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. And this is ridiculous. Kansas has to wrap up. They've got to make tackles, and they have the ability to get to the ball. And they did. Great run by Frazier, 4 tackling by Kansas. Pick up a 25.
I'm able to tell you that was simply a great run.
It was.
On first and goal from the 1. Frazier keeps it. It is second down.
I don't think anybody's going to take anything away from Frazier. I mean, the guy runs 4.6 movies, just how athletic he is. He just continues to work hard. He's never played better, and he can actually read defense.
They just called him a touchdown as they unstacked him, unwrapped him, and down at the bottom, they found he was over the goal line with football, and it goes as a Nebraska touchdown.
That's the latest call I've ever seen.
They couldn't find him due to the pile of humanity.
Yeah, but watch from the sideline. This is what the side judge sees. He's got to be looking right now. You're right. He's totally blocked out. Both sides are. And they have no clue where he is. All right, that's the first record we have today. He gets all for a touchdown.
Oh, they'll go for the point with Chris Brown. That's 76th touchdown for use of the career of Frazier running in the hospital. This is good. Going to be flagged now. Minute 17 to go in the first quarter. All talk about this minute. Offsides against Kansas. They'll take the point and make it 14-0. Nebraska lead. Find out. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll select the genuine Chevrolet most valuable player from each team. Today, Chevrolet contributing almost $5.5 million to scholarship funds of America's colleges and universities.
Well, that's a big story with Frazier going in the locker room. He had a bruise in his thigh earlier this week. They looked at it and they wanted to make sure it wasn't that blood clot situation. So they're now warming up and will probably come in unless Frazier comes back in a hurry.
Well, he would drag the leg, so that lead 14-0 though off 2 turnovers by Kansas. This is the shot they said they're getting out of it. At the 1-yard line, we'll look to bounce outside. Can't get it loose and take it down at about the 12-yard line. Joel Makovic, the younger of the brothers, made the tackle for the Cornhuskers. Here in this first quarter, Kansas at times looked like they could do something. And they shot themselves into the...
Actually, offensively and defensively, they've been pretty solid, except for the 2 turnovers.
Kansas yardage accumulated here in the first quarter, 4 yards on the ground, and a 63-yard pass. You don't want better than that. who have the ball control against anybody, particularly Nebraska. Here's that short slant pass that's going to run about 6 yards to Shawnee Smith. About the 20-yard line.
He'd make an excellent point when you say you have to have better production if you're going to have that ball control. But they have had the ball now 7 minutes in the first quarter, so they've almost split the time. They've been effective throwing the short passes and then trying to run, but the game just hasn't opened up yet.
Second down and 2. It's June Henley as a single back. He's got the ball coming in from Columbus, Ohio. And gets up near the first passes the first down marker. And we'll have it up around the 25-yard line. Terrell Farley makes the tackle.
I thought Farley may have gotten up near his face mask. Take a look at this. Now, Farley has great lateral movement, plays inside out, reads the ball the whole time, never even comes close to getting blocked. No, he never gets. He goes on the ball. Good play by Farley. You know, he's a junior college transfer All-American, leads in tackles, second in sack.
Ball just outside the 24-yard line of Kansas. First down to the Jayhawks. Levine single back. Double wide, not off the picture. Mark Williams throws to his back. Levine, he's got some room on the corner and goes for another Jayhawk. First down, Michael Booker forcing him out of bounds. Oh, again, move the chains out with about the 37-yard line for the Jayhawks.
Kansas came into this ball game that they wanted to dink and dunk against Nebraska, keep them a little bit off balance. And the most successful thing they've done, Keith, with a little short save pass, give a little swing pass to your back that they've gone to the tight end, that they've gone on the quick slant, passes that don't take a lot of time.
Why not? Because they're not a shutout defense. A lot of people have scored a lot of points on them. But generally, that has come when it hasn't mattered so much. On first down, ball is handed to Levine. Makes one tackle, picks up about 5 yards from the carry. That is the end of the first quarter of play. Starts at noon Eastern, Michigan, Penn State, Virginia Tech, Virginia. At 3:30 Eastern, most of you will see Colorado play Kansas State. Arkansas against LSU. There will be other regional action. Check your listing, call your cable operator for any games that might be available you'd like to see on pay-per-view from ABC Sports. Here are a couple of fellows who are sitting out in the sunshine, looking at themselves. They won't. How come you guys are sitting out there freezing to death?
Mom won't let them in the house.
Cases, preparing arguments, drafting legal documents, and more. And since paralegal is one of the fastest growing careers of the 90s, they also know they'll always be in demand.
Order! Call Denver Business College today at 303-426-1000 for more information on how you can begin training.
Even more passing yards, total yards. Here's the biggest one right here. 2 turnovers. That's the story of the ball game.
14 points for all of it. What the score is, 14-0. 3rd and 2. That's good for the first down. As Isaac Bird made the catch of the bullet pass, lost his footing, staggered to the 40.
Boy, he almost broke it, too. These are key plays from the first quarter. They went for it on 4th down and 8. Big play by the defense, knocking it away. That was Phil Ellis who knocked it. Then the fumble by Bird. Watch this. The ball gets kicked. Then, of course, what happened the last fumble? When they ran the ball around that side, Henley let it go. Nebraska gets it back. 2 turnovers. You go for it on 4th and 8. You don't get it. Nebraska leads.
Kansas ball, first down. LT Levine, single back now. The ball is near the 40 of Nebraska. KU moved it pretty well. They throw it out to the back. Levine is knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line, close to another first down.
You know, Keith, other than that one big Fraser run, KU was almost dominated here today. They've been able to move the ball effectively. The defense has made some stops.
Tommy Frazier's in the locker room. We don't know what's wrong. Nobody will tell us anything. They probably don't know themselves. He left after the last series. Brooke Behringer started warming up. Kansas has the ball right now. It is 2nd down and 1. Into the middle goes LT Levine, the 210-pound senior, He makes it first down. Kansas at the Nebraska 25-yard line.
Boy, is that good to see. You were talking about his tap dance style and how he jitterbugs back there. This time he just jammed it right up the middle of the hole open. They had a trap block on, and they pick up the first.
Williams, 8 of 11 passes so far in the ball game, 94 yards, and most of it is swing stuff, short stuff. Hindley is the single back now. Williams steps out by himself. Now he has to pull it down and take off, and does. And the youngster from Concord, California, gets down to the 10-yard line, where it's first down and goal, Kansas. They're going to mark him short, just short of the 10. Nope, they put it right on the 10. It will be first and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, watch the offensive line. Everybody moves left. He goes right on what they call the waggle. All of a sudden, there's only one guy there. He says, hey, I can beat him. Boom, runs by him, picks up the first down. Huge play by Williams. Showed his mobility. Great call by Glenn Mason. Let Nebraska run themselves out of the flow.
Can't play. The ball started. Back up field. This time the Husky defense swells up a little bit. Comes through like a falling wall. As Jamel Williams decks LT Levine with authority back around the 13-yard line.
Well, you said that emphatically, and that is exactly how it hit him. Right under the chin and put him on his back. That's what those pancakes you were talking about earlier.
Booker comes back into the ball game. Michael Booker. Mike Coleman comes out at a corner spot. And in case the Jayhawks decide to go to the air, they're now looking at second down and 13. Williams is back, has a little time. Down the middle it goes to Isaac Bird, and Bird will get down to the 6-yard line before he is taken down. All right, Swanee, tell us about Tommy Frazier.
Okay, we went back in the locker room, they retaped his right calf ankle. On that tape job, slipped a little bit, and that right calf and right ankle have been bothering him throughout the week. So he just went in to retape it. I asked him, re-injure the legs. They said, no, he did not injure it. He just wanted to change the tape job.
Okay, thank you. Third and goal from the 6. Williams has a man in the end zone, doesn't see it. He had his tight end Jim Moore wide open. He threw the ball to LT Levine, and he is short of the goal line by maybe 2 yards.
You were so right. I want you to watch the tight end, because here's what Moore does. He goes in and just sits here. This guy runs out. Now watch the tight end is sitting wide open, slips by the linebacker. Now freeze it right there. Look at this. He is wide open. Williams looks at the touchdown for Kansas.
Opportunity lost. They'll go for a field goal. Jeff Ford, sophomore out of Texas. Texans have a corner on the kicking market this year. All over the country you find them. Hold is good, kick is good. So at 11:23 to go in the first half of play. Jayhawks get on the scoreboard. Nebraska leads 14-3. Living?
No, but that's why this is the number one team in the nation. You have a bad day, you don't have that lane, you still lead 14-3.
Jeff Ford kick it off. Nebraska's only picked up 34 yards rushing so far in this ball game. Remember, they came into this game averaging 406. Ball's bouncing around now. As Ford kick is quite short, picked up at about the 14-yard line by Damon Benning. And Benning is up across the 20 and out to about the 34. Monday Marshall goes undercover as the lone scientist to bust the mail order love for money scam. Jeff Fahey stars in a brand new episode with Marshall. And on ABC's NFL Monday Night Football, the division-leading Pittsburgh Steelers host their rival Cleveland Browns. Soon to be the Baltimore Browns, I guess. Don't miss Action Monday here on ABC. Brooke Behringer is the quarterback for Nebraska. Frazier's not on the field. The Cornhuskers lead by a score of 14-0. Frazier a little gimpy. Have put Behringer into the ball game now. Behringer, the senior from Goodland, Kansas, who was such a dramatic personality a year ago when Tommy Frazier was injured.
Oh, what a great play linebacker. To come up, take on the blockers, force the play back inside where there was pursuit.
And make it second down 11 because of Rogers' play. Tailback yards so far today. Phillips is -1.
Down.
thus so far. Inside, however, there seems to be a little daylight. Fullback Jeff Kanakavica. He would take it out near the 40 and should have a first down for Nebraska.
Well, Nebraska runs that play better than anybody in the country. They pull, they trap you, they run the option. You know when you run the option, fullback, the pitch man, and the quarterback, it causes you to play assignment defense. Somebody has to be assigned to the pitch man, the dive man, and the quarterback. And that happens, you're locked on man-to-man in coverage, which can hurt you. It also thins out your defense.
Lawrence Phillips is your single back. Frazier. Look at it go. No, it's Behringer back into the traffic. Behringer in relief from Frazier shows he can pick him up and hook it too as he moves up to the 49-yard line. Not as quick as Frazier, obviously. But he can move. And you know what? When he looks at this tape, here's you calling Frazier. He's going to take that as a compliment. He said, hey, look, I was running as good as Frazier. He came out of that pretty well off the snap. He did it some last year, late in the season. People were hanging up. He's 7-0 as a starter. 6'4". Having that much size to haul around, that gave somewhat agility. That's a fumble. That's on the ground. It's a live ball. It's recovered by Kansas. Number 41, Dick Holt. So it's a lateral. Behringer is hit. Trying to deliver the ball to the back. Ball did not reach the target. Live ball falling in the hands of Kansas. That is first Nebraska turnover in 17 quarters.
You have to go all the way back to September. Here comes Rogers. Pressure. Look at this. He puts the pressure on him, and then the ball is backwards. He yells, and that was my old defense coming out in here because I knew this was a fumble, and everybody has to get onto it. Now watch Holt flying over here. He realizes it's a fumble. He gets down on it. Very smart. Don't pick it up and try to run. Just cover it. Give your offense good field position.
So that long string of quarters without a turnover comes to an end for Nebraska. And Miles warned everybody coming in. It's Bertman and Lawrence. Williams on the run. Throws incomplete out of bounds. Mark Williams getting fierce pursuit. And Jared Tomich had him in his sights.
Yeah, watch this. You know, here's a guy that's a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year for Sporting News. I'll show you why. Williams feel this. After he releases it, should have been face mask. 5-yard face mask incidental. No call. Thomas, a lot of pressure. Look at him. 6'6", 250 pounds. He was a walk-on.
9:29 to go in the first half play. Second down and LT Levine. Single back. Mark Williams looks. He's got his tight end hiding down there again. Can't get it to him as Sunday Smith makes the grab. Short yardage.
You see how quickly Smith got down? Found himself in the linebacker safety. Knew he was going to take a hit. He went down quickly.
They get third down 7 now for Kansas. Mark Williams has had his look to the sideline. On his play. It's Levine in the backfield. We got 4 wideouts now. Two at the top, 2 at the bottom of the picture. Pressure coming, pass away. Thrown to Levine. Ball is on his hip. Loses it out of bounds. Well short of the first down, and it is going to be ruled in and incomplete forward pass. He was running with the ball in his hip pocket.
I think that's a bad call. I did have it. He didn't have it in the conventional manner, but Smith certainly had it. Watch this now.
He carried it 2 yards.
He sure did. Watch. He pins it against his back. Here he goes. He loses the control. And there's Levine now. Has it in his back. He just, as you said, put it in his hip pocket, but definitely had possession and ran several steps.
But it is fourth down. It didn't matter. He didn't have the first down anyway, whether it was possession or not.
Watch the fake punt.
Simmons has been a good one all year. Oh, over his head. Another mistake. And Nebraska's in business. First down at the Kansas 23-yard line.
Those would be a fake punt.
My goodness. Sean McDermott, who is a tight end freshman, does the snapping, and that's get away.
Boy, everything that can go wrong against this club has. This ball is just out of here. They lose 36 yards on this.
I mean to tell you, this is the worst situation you could possibly have against Nebraska. And Simmons did exactly what he had to do, just got down on it. Well, Nebraska picked it up and scored on that.
Tommy Frazier is back. And they'll play it inside with Lawrence Phillips. He'll pick up about 3 yards off the carry. Lawrence Phillips out of West Covina, California. Tommy Frazier is from Palmetto, Florida.
Especially in 7.
Head him up to the power eye now. And Frazier looks around. Second down, 6. And comes this way. Phillips carries, gets a couple of yards. Good defensive flow by Kansas. Dewey Houston the third. Make the tackle. Number 87, Mark Gilman, limping off unseen. He's either hurt an ankle or hurt a knee. He's off the field. Tight end, going Huskers. Sheldon Jackson, redshirt freshman, goes in at tight end. He's probably the best pass receiver. All Nebraska tight end. One of the best. Now time. Called by Kansas. Nebraska came up and showed him a new 4-wide set. And Jayhawk said, whoop, let's talk.
It's color printing, and it's state of the art. It's flyers. It's proposals. It's Crayola and Hallmark Connection software. And putting your very own logo on a t-shirt. So it's not business as usual. It's what you can do with a new Canon color bubble jet printer. Can't.
Today, I'm standing on top of the Campbell Tower, built in 1950 as a memorial to veterans who are Kansas University students who died in that war. And all of their names are listed below. There are 50 bells here. The names are listed on that. One memorials here on campus dedicated to those men and women who died giving their service to their country. Stadium for World War I, Campanile for World War II, and the Vietnam Wall, with the name over on campus. Keith?
All right, 20 yesterday, Marine Corps birthday. Obviously, 75. Happy birthday, Marines everywhere. And here's Tommy Frazier. Looking around, he's got all day to throw, and he finally does throw complete to Sheldon Jackson down around the 15-yard line.
Of course, they kept him in front. That's what they want to do, but somehow they've got to get pressure on Frazier. Thorne came clean. He had a shot at him, but was afraid he was going to run and didn't want to lose his leverage.
So it's fourth down, and Chris Brown is not out there. They're going fourth and two. Kansas needs to count their people. They may have 12 people out there. They had one go off and 2 come in. Goal at 6:45 to play in the. Frazier back into the middle is hold. Jayhawk jammed in the middle. Brett McGraw held his ground. Kevin Dewey Houston third. Frazier. Jayhawk held.
I'm going to tell you right now, Kansas is outplaying Nebraska. That defense is playing everything that Mason asked them to do, and then some. Special teams are playing today. They had a bad ball earlier, but look at this. This is getting after it. Short yardage. Go ahead and roll it. Look at this. Every pivot. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage. You've got huge ball. Guys forcing pressure. The outside guys are keeping him contained.
It's a big play for Mike Hank, the troops, the defensive coordinator here in Kansas now. Mark Williams got a little quick snap pop. Good out to the 20-yard line. Jonte Smith. And picked up about 8 yards. 6.5 minutes to go first half.
Here's a statistic that'll open everybody's eyes. We talked about KU's defense dominating. How about this? Amon Green has 2 yards. Phillips has 4 for the day. That's it.
Second and 2. June Henley. He's back, has the ball. Cuts his way through the traffic, close to the first down at about the 7-yard line. Coming up, potential halftime report. John Spagnuolo scores highlights all that. Plus the second installment of the exclusive coaches poll. Country's top coaches respond to questions regarding the top issues in college football. You haven't got time.
There are a lot of them. They take you 4 weeks. Keith, I'm looking at Mark Williams. He's not the prototype quarterback of the night. You know that? He's only 6'1", but he's efficient. He gets the job done, and he's playing pretty well today.
He was hurt in the senior season, and I do recruited to UCLA, then he got hurt in the senior season. They backed off. He went to Diablo Valley Junior College and wound up here at Kansas. Had very good years. And on the first and 10 play, that little swing pass is for about 6 yards to L.T. Levine.
Actually spent that year off after high school, as you mentioned. Packing groceries. Getting his bad elbows to exercise.
Yeah, he had to get his back in shape because it was his left elbow.
Cans of beans, bottom of the bag, using it like a football.
Call it second down and 5. Williams now 13 of 18 for 100 yards. He's throwing again. He's got a man. That's Isaac Bird, and he's got the first down. Right at 5. Williams, and here's John Saunders. Well, there we go. Something didn't work. His button didn't push. 43-yard line. 5-10 play of the first half. First and 10 for the Jayhawks. Nebraska leading 14-3. And all out turnovers and mistakes. Kansas. That ball is on the hands of the intended receiver. But it would have been a virtual impossible catch for Isaac Bird. Now let's try and see if we can get a hold of the folks in New York.
Connection has been made this time. Illinois and Ohio State. Bobby Hoying from the 14 to Demetrius Stanley. He gets it across for the touchdown. 17-0. The Buckeyes trying to make a statement. They have the lead. Keith.
They have to score some points. I think that Ohio State realizes if they've been big today and Kansas gives Nebraska a hard time, they could be in first place when no one comes out. Seems to be the way it works these days. Pass is completed. L.T. Levine, and he has about 4 yards.
You know, we talked about Mark Williams' ability, and we saw some of it there. He actually tripped coming back from center, regained his balance, still got the ball at the Levine, and got some pretty good yardage out of it. Positive yard. See the first half possessions, Kansas. Obviously, the result, they give it up on downs. They fumble a field goal. That's fourth field goal in 9 games against Nebraska. That's it. When they lose on downs, and they oversnap the punter.
It is third down and 5. Did he work? Did he catch it?
He got it.
June Henley took it right off of his shoelaces and was able to hold on to it and pick up the first down.
Hey, Keith, this is Lynn. You were talking about Ohio State earlier. I couldn't help but remember what Glenn Mason said when we talked to him yesterday, talking about this game against Nebraska. He hasn't heard a whole lot from KU fans. He's heard more from the alumni. He went to Ohio State about him knocking off Nebraska, taking Ohio State for one.
Well, he's an alumnus. Last time that Kansas beat Nebraska, Glenn Mason was a freshman at Ohio State University. That's going back a while. There's a little bit of a delayed action out of the backfield as they work out of the shotgun, and Levine will pick up a couple of yards. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first half. 14-3. That's Huskers lead.
You know, Keith, this is the first time I've had a chance to see Levine and Henley in person. We watched them together on tape. I'll tell you something, they are fairly impressive. As a matter of fact, Henley, Rick Neuhaus has said that Henley was the best running back he has seen this year.
Levine's back there right now. Four wide outs. Williams looking around. Now throws. He's got him. And Smith can't hold it. He might have had a touchdown if he'd have seen him a second sooner. Conley Smith could not reel it in, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you something, too. That is unusual for Smith. He's the guy that's led the team in receiving. His first 3 years, he's got 32 this year. His ball is actually a little bit underthrown. He had to readjust, but the ball hitting right in the number 6 in the chest. That could have been the problem. He let it get into his body instead of catching it with his hands.
Time of possession of the ball. 2-2 KU. Third down and 9. All on the Nebraska 44. Pressure coming, pass away, pass complete. Good for a first down to June Henley. Ball will go to the 35-yard line and lose the chain for Kansas.
It's a great game plan. They're keeping Nebraska on their heels. They've got their head on the swivel right now. They're using quick passes, the slant, the safety valve, passes out of the backfield. Right now, they've broken tendencies and gotten away from what they've been doing the last couple of games. Mixing the plays very well. Nebraska, defensively right now, is off balance.
Kansas has won 41 plays in the game. Nebraska has won 19.
Look at Pat Will, the offensive coordinator, had a great talk with him this week.
Williams passes away to tight end. And he's taken down at the 33. Jim Moore.
When I talk to Pat, he's talking about patience being the key for the offense. And yet they have to have fast passes to avoid the pressure. And they want to do what he says, mix and match and be unpredictable. I think he's accomplished that so far.
Second down and 8. His first name is Golden. Good coach. Very good coach. LT Levine, the single back. He's bobbling the ball and finally possesses it down at the 31-yard line. Pick up 2 yards. Next Saturday, college football doubleheader here on ABC. Michigan State, Virginia Tech, Virginia. They do it at noon. Hit it 3:30 Eastern. Most of you will see Colorado, Kansas State, Arkansas, LSU. There will be other regional action. Check the local listing or your cable operator for a game that we might mention that might be available to you.
Keep the last play, bobbling the ball so much. I thought he was going to hand the ball to Terrell Farley. He's got 7 catches now, though.
He's still in the backfield. Third down and 6. It's another completion. It's another first down inside the 20-yard line to June Henley. Oh, that quick pass is working.
Receivers are getting good separation too. They were Mike Mitchell to go over the safety. Just got into the inside of it and says, if I'm leaving, and he's put right there a couple of times. Now that they've spread that defense, don't be surprised if they start banging quick opening in the middle now.
Levine still the beat back. Jose Friday, the wide man to the right side. The other way, and he's going to right hand by Williams. Nebraska intercept Cornhusker ball at 22-yard line.
I tell you, this is a terrible play. It's a bad throw, but it's real zone. Now you see Williams just kind of playing underneath the receiver behind. He's got the safety back there to help him, but the ball's really poorly thrown. Williams got to get that time. Williams contender for the Jim Thorpe Award. Some pats and statistics.
He had his man over here on the right side.
He's had the tight end a lot. Hasn't seen him.
14 plays, interception. That's a will breaker. The Nebraska Cornhuskers take over first down with a minute and 40 seconds to play in the first half. Ryan Schuster is now fullback. Al Green is in at tailback. He came in the ball game needing 3 yards. 1,000 yards, true freshman, and now he needs 1. So he's played almost a half. So far. He is the beat back right now. And Tommy Frazier's going through it. Down the middle, it is incomplete. And it is intercepted on the ricochet.
Boy, that was close. I thought Gaddy had his hands under it.
Well, the deep man at the back judge said no. It was intended for Brandon Holbein. Jamie Harris, the quarterback, defending on the play. Gaddy goes for the interception. Looked like he might have had it. Deep official said no.
Well, the back judge is right there. The pass is not a well-pass pass. It's actually behind it. Now watch Gaddy. See if he gets under. That is a catch. That's an interception. He should have gotten credit for it. Intercepted. He was clearly under the ball. Absolutely. That's a terrible play.
He rolled over and the back judge couldn't see it because his body blacked it out. Nonetheless, what's done is done, and here comes the penalty flag on top of the play on third down, 7. Steve check as well as go to the end. Face mask. 5 more yards. Well, the Jayhawks make another mistake, but here's another score update from John.
Coming up on the Prudential halftime report, 3 of the top 5 in action. We'll have scores and highlights. Part 2 of our coaches ball. I'll be joined by John Spagnola. It's all coming up on the Prudential halftime report.
1 minute to go in the first half. All of 37. Raise your back. Airing it out. Down the middle is Rosine. And that's Miley Washington. Chula Vista, California. The speed burner. He threw it behind him.
5'9", 70-pound junior. In his defense, though, even though the ball was behind him, it was catchable. Washington was back into the sun. Shadow field. I'm sure that had something to do with it.
Take away the mistakes by Kansas. I think the Jayhawks might very well be leading this football. Looks like it's one of those slightly off days so far for Nebraska. They do lead.
Give Kansas a lot of credit too. With their butts.
Look at the blocking on the corner for Green. That'll take care of his 1,000 yards. Amon Green, as a true freshman, now has rushed past 1,000 yards. The total is 1,010. First down, Nebraska, team. He's only the fourth Big 8 freshman ever to run for 1,000 more yards season.
It's amazing to keep Nebraska. It's just round and robin running backs. I mean, Green runs for over 1,000. You know what Phillips has done? He's a Heisman candidate. Bending and chopping. I think that Heisman will raise the rest of their backs. Just don't put a name on it. Just put Nebraska back.
44 seconds. Play in the first half. At 9 o'clock this morning, the temperature in Lawrence, Kansas was 20 degrees, clear and sunny. As we kicked off, the temperature was about 32 degrees. Now as the shadows reach out across Memorial Stadium, it's probably a little less than that.
You look at the turnovers, you look at this mistake in the kicking game by Kansas. You take those away, and it's been on Kansas pretty much.
But as you said, great teams win on bad days.
They do. That's right. We keep saying if you take away. I mean, that's the word. Candy Nuts, what a party we had.
Ball is at the 48-yard line. Where it is first down. K-State, Bill Snyder's club, crashed Kansas, but in turn was roundly whipped by Nebraska, winning today at Iowa State.
It's a great time to be in this part of the country. KU is number 10. You're talking about Kansas State. Kansas basketball is number 2 in the country. Kansas City race rate 1.
The Big 12 is going to give Big 8, i.e. additional schools. It's going to become a very dramatic conference.
I agree with you. Of course.
So on first and 10, 44 ticks remaining. The Huskers go to the shotgun. Give it to the up man. Green. Fumble the football. Kansas man has it in his arms. The Jayhawks have recovered it.
Second turnover for Nebraska today. You mentioned they had committed a turnover since the month of September. 16 quarters, but they are not today.
Well, that's the first time we have seen this particular play. It was Auburn Green, and they snapped it for a short man, and I think he probably got caught in traffic.
Yeah, he did. He runs right into his own Aaron Graham, 54 right there. Boom. He run into a guy that weighs 90 pounds. He's going to cause it. He did, and he lost the ball.
And so Kansas gets a chance here with 8 seconds to play. June Hindley deep. This is a new back to throw, has some time, gets to the sidelines. Good. Smith. He's out of bounds, stopping the clock at 33 seconds remaining. Kansas, no timeouts remaining. Remember they had to spin 2 down here on defense some time back. But the clock stops as you change in college football. And it'll be first down at Nebraska 22. They come quickly for the ball. He rolls the clock, they're ready to go. L.D. Levine, the beat man. Williams looks around. Gets it off down the middle. The pass is completed to Jose Friday, who is the other tight end. And Friday will move it about 8 yards. And the Nebraska player shake it up play. Michael Booker to go to get back to his position. He does not get a timeout.
No timeouts left. Can't go over the You have to be out to the outside. Can't believe they went like that. An incomplete pass to go with the fourth quarter. No timeouts left. You have to go to the sideline. Stop it. Get the first down. Automatically stop the clock. Change.
Any receiver down has to go beyond the mark. Otherwise, he shouldn't get the ball. Jeff Ford, place kicker for Kansas, long field goal of the year, 66 yards. Not in that range yet.
They need about 10 more yards, Pete. They have timeouts to get him on.
11 seconds to go with, and down he goes. Penalty flag. Clock stops 5 seconds, and you got a face mask on.
This looks like it's going to be flagrant 15-yarder. That could be in field goal range.
Very well. Put him down where McCarty could reach.
Costly penalty.
Foul. How big is it? You don't know. Just it off.
Just watch the way he grabs it and pulls. That'll tell you it's not incidental. He steps up. Now here comes the hand. Doesn't let go. That's got to be 15 yards. Goes from the line of scrimmage, 15 yards, and move it down and then put him in field goal range. Now it also stops the clock to get your kick on. You have a chance to get 3 points out of it.
Jared Tomich made that mistake for Nebraska. Ball is at the 22-yard line of the boards on the field. 39-yard field goal try. He kicked one today from 19 yards. He's 2 out of 4 from this distance this year. The holder is Pat Jones. Clock. One out.
Can you believe that?
Time remaining, but that's not correct.
I didn't hear him blow the whistle and put it back in play, did he?
No. I don't think that's right. Aren't they entitled to the play? Nebraska's leading the field.
But he's got a whistle. Besides that,
leaving.
You can't end the half like that. The officials seem confused. Number one, I don't think you can end the half on the penalty. Number 2, he didn't blow the ball back in, and they're going to call it the half. Kansas got some bad
confusion at the end of the first half of play as Kansas had an opportunity for a short field goal try. Now let's roll the tape and listen. The whistle, and now 3, 2, 1. The half is over. There was no visible sign clearly made, but the whistle did sound, and here's Lynn Swan to explain it.
Yes, Keith, I talked to the referee, Steve Usacek. He said 5 seconds on the clock, he put it in play and started it. They had no timeouts, they couldn't stop it, and that's what you should do. If there were 0 seconds on the clock, then they would have had to stop it, and let another play take place before the half was in. Because the 5 seconds on, he put it in play, let the clock start, just ran out of time. Glenn Mason understood that as he went into the locker room, Keith.
All right.
Well, it blamed everybody. I mean, it was just a crazy way to end the half. Glenn Mason hadn't gotten a break yet.
Not yet. His ball club trailing by 11 points. Will kick it off to Nebraska at the goal line. It's Damon Penning on the return to the 25, to the 35, to the 43. And so So the Cornhuskers with a 43-yard kickoff return by Benning start with great field position. Huskers were not terribly splendid in the first half.
Down the hatches. This is the most explosive quarter for Nebraska. Look at this. It has been KU other than the score. I mean, these folks 48 plays, 15 downs, 15 rushes. They have dominated.
Put it on the 42-yard line for Nebraska, and the third quarter, they're tough. Remember that. They hand it off inside. The Jayhawks swarm McAfee and bring him down. Huey Houston, the first man to get there. Information now on Fitzgerald, the Northwestern linebacker. On Son with an update.
Keith, when we reported Northwestern's win over Iowa, we told you Pat Fitzgerald left the game with an injury. At the time, it wasn't confirmed. It has been confirmed now. He left with a broken left leg. Leads the Big Ten in tackles of 130. Keith.
Wow, was that a loss? He was having a great season. Here's the option play. The pitch back to Ahman Green. Shortcut the tackles, turned it upfield, and rambles on down to the Kansas 40-yard line.
We told you in the beginning of the game that Nebraska had to execute the win. Well, I'll tell you this. They had a couple of turnovers in that first half. Only 5 first downs. See the rushing yards, 75. And Green has been checked 16 yards. Phillips 3 carries 4 yards. The defense stopped Henley, stopped Levine. The defense really hadn't stopped Kansas yet. Kansas has stopped itself.
Right, Huskers to the first down at the Kansas 40-yard line. Tommy Frazier looking around. He's got all ready to throw it. Throws it. And the pass is completed to Cluster Johnson. It is another Nebraska first down down near the Kansas 44-yard line.
Look at this. Passing Frazier 4 for 6, but more importantly, he also ran for 33 yards and got the touchdown. Green, 6 carries 16 yards, and Phillips 3 carries 4 yards. If you look at the leaders throughout the ball game, but it looks now like Nebraska coming out in the second half is back in sync.
They have been devastating in the third quarter. This is Green over the left side. He spiked as he gets to about the 20-yard line by Dick Holt, the inside linebacker, and Houston.
I don't think it's any big surprise that Houston is playing well. He runs all over the field. Thor and number 5, he's one of the leading tacklers anyway, came into the game with 1 sack and 35 tackles. He too is playing well. Defensively, they've been running the ball, getting pursuit. They've been stopping the options for the most part. They're having troubles on this drive.
Time called by the
punt. The touchdown was set up by a Kansas fumble. The downs and the fumble. And then change the page and look at this. In the first half, they had 2 turnovers. Nebraska did. They had only 5 first downs. The third down conversion, the one that was set up by a penalty. So Nebraska really struggled defensively. Coming out here now, Green and Phillips struggling. First half didn't get the yards, but now they're starting to move this ball. Things look to be back in sync.
On second down and 6, the ball was Kansas 20-yard line. Tommy Frazier makes it, keeps it, looks down the middle, lets it go to the 5-yard line. Pass is caught by Johnson, and it's first and goal Nebraska. The Cornhuskers very crisp for the opening kickoff of the second half, leading 14-3.
Take a look at this play. Again, you see he fakes play action one way, then away from it. What he did is he brought Johnson, he dragged him all the way across the field, and he just outran Jamie Harris. The ball was thrown in front of him and not behind him. He probably could have scored.
They put it on the 6, first and goal. Green and McAfee in the backfield. Frazier still got it. Pops it into the end zone. It's batted away, and it is incomplete.
One after Big Sheldon Jackson is tight end with 6'4". Tried to get a mismatch out there on the corner. Harris is just 5'9.5", 5'10". Just all he has to do is throw and let him have a shot at it.
Second and goal. Defense changes. Big guys go out. Little guys come in for Kansas. Puts them into a 6 DB alignment, looks like. Frazier down the line with the option. Hit at the 5. Drags to the 1-yard line.
He almost reached out to the goal line and almost playing with the football.
Keith Rogers had a hold of him. He just kept dragging him. That's the strength. Frazier at 210 pounds.
KU came in and they tried to run a blitz, but they ran it to the right side. The ball came to the defensive left. Then look at this. Frazier should have pitched the ball because Rogers never got stay with the quarterback and made the tackle. Not a strong tackle because Frazier dragged him up to the 1.
It's third and goal from the 1. Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. So the tight end slips into the corner of the end zone, and it's easy for Tommy Frazier.
Keith, you know how we told you effectively they run. Long defenses get sucked into that. They don't pick up the man into the flat. Number 41 was supposed to. He was looking for the run and never slide into the flat into the corner of the end zone.
Chris Bound for the extra point. The most dependable, longest lasting truck on the road. And the document company, Xerox. A simpler way to do good work.
Going to be interesting now, Keith, to see if Kansas can come back and not fold the tents down 21-3. They played well all day. Bad breaks, fumbles, turnovers badly, but see if they can come back and get on the board.
Cornhuskers asked 20-odd thousand folks wearing red stand up and let them hear from them as they have assumed a 21-3 lead. 50,300 first sellout of the season here at Memorial Stadium. High kick by Brown. The short at about the 9-yard line. Smith. See the first wave. Into his own man. He got tangled up and fell down up around the 29-yard line. Monday on ABC's NFL Monday Night Football. Neil O'Donnell and the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cleveland Browns. And the man who wants to know something about this matchup at 9 o'clock Eastern time is Lynn Swan.
I tell you, Keith, what I remember most is that it's a black and blue game. It's hurting all over. One of the great matchups might be Carnell Lake. We saw when he was at UCLA. He's taking over corner for Rod Woodson. He's going to have a lot of receivers to cover on Monday night.
Williams pass out of the backfield to Levine, and he picks up about 3 yards to about the 33-yard line.
Staying with their game plan, showing a lot of patience. Take a look. We said in the beginning they had to keep Nebraska offense off the field. They did that. They dominated time of possession. Look at the number of plays. Defense overload, turnovers. They've done that. They've turned the ball over. Nebraska's turned the ball over twice. KU has gotten that. They just haven't turned all these into positives and points.
Second down and 6. Batted away. On to Smith underneath the coverage as he turns up the field at about 38. He's taken down a yard short of his first down.
Mark Williams comes up limping. He took a shot after he released it. Williams had a pretty good half. Look at him. 22 of 31, 185 yards. He did have that one interception. The running backs, not bad. They're not getting the production they thought they would against Nebraska. But they did pretty well. And again, they melted a lot of the clock and kept the offense of Nebraska off the field.
They're going to bring the change in and stretch them out to see whether or not that might be a first down. It was close enough. They didn't want to guess about it. I think it is.
Keith, remember we talked about Pat Rule. Pat Rule said we had to have patience. Well, they're staying with the game plan they came in with, and it's still being effective. See the defensive leaders, Williams really being active. Barley's a guy like he can run. He's not big. He's only 6 feet, 200 pounds. He's all over the field. He was a track guy in high school.
First down for Kansas at the 39-yard line. Levine will single back. He's got it. About a 3-yard carry with 11 minutes. And 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Down in the middle of the highway, you got to run in the Peter brothers.
Well, I take Peter and Jason and Christian. 300 pounds for Christian. 275 for Jason. How'd you like to have that grocery bill when you? And you know they've got a brother, a sophomore, Damien, who plays at Notre Dame. Those guys are big, they're active, they're strong. Jason bench presses 455 pounds.
On second and 7, the pass is looped to the sideline, defended with Hindley, and it is incomplete coverage by Ty Williams.
As well as this ball club has moved the ball offensively. It's ironic they only have 3 points. It's almost unbelievable. See the fumble. They had the field goal. That was it. That's only the 4th field goal against Nebraska in the last 9 games. They had the interception. So they really hurt themselves. It wasn't as much the Nebraska defense as it was KU themselves.
5 out of 9 on third down conversion so far today. Quick little slant pass. Works again. Isaac Bird. First down. Nebraska 41-yard line.
Rule wanted Williams to get the quick release. He didn't want to take the pressure at all. So he's getting the 3-step drop, and then he's just releasing the ball quickly on the slant. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. He's in perfect rhythm. Throws it in a zone. He gets between the quarterback and the linebacker. It has worked every single time they've run that ball or that play.
Levine has caught 8 passes. Bird now along with Smith the small 5. And Levine big pan in the backfield. Williams gets it off.
That should have been passed interference.
Hindley and Mike Minner shot and run out of the pass pattern.
Should have been pass interference, no call.
The biggest interference there was Terrell Farley in Williams' face. And he was right there. I'm sure the call probably has something to do with whether or not the ball was catchable.
Take a look at Minner number 10. Here it is again. It's the quick drop. Look at Farley. Right under the chin, hands to the face. He's got to be careful with that or they'll throw a flag. That should be a penalty. And then the ball itself, I thought there was interference. They're saying it was uncatchable, but how's anybody going to know if you Minner hits him before he even has a chance to slant in?
Second down and 10, 41. Right through his hands and complete. That was pretty close to being the latter. Here's some news about Ohio State from John Saunders.
Well, Keith, the news is Ohio State is cruising, and they're cruising on the back of big number 27, Eddie George. 64 yards on this first and 10 for a touchdown. George is closing in on a 300-yard day, up around 270 right now. Pete, back to you.
Way up around the top of the trophy hunt now. Third down and 10. Williams better hurry up. That's an incomplete forward pass. The referee called it instantly as his arm was forward. But again, it's Farley involved.
Wistrom, Tomich, and Farley. I'm telling you, a lot of pressure. But watch 43 run. This guy was a track guy in high school. 200-pounder. He's coming hard. He knows he's blindsided. And again, just pushes him down. That's a big play by Williams just to move the arm forward to get the incomplete. But Farley is big time. College transfer, All-American.
Darren Simmons comes in. Be his second punt of the day. First one not very good. It was 26 yards, but it did die inside the 20-yard line. Let's go this one deep. High in the air. Now somebody's got to get out there and catch it. And he gets away from him. Not quite. They knock it out of there. And they're going to put it down at about the 6-yard line.
They marked this punt on the 6-yard line, Keith. I'm not sure that it should have been. Take a look at his foot right on the line. You can't go into the end zone and come back out and hit that ball. Rogers actually in the end zone. He's on that line and clearly in the end zone. He can't come back out and swat that ball. So Kansas finally gets a break.
Ball is on the 6 for the first snap. Ball's out of the game, and the Jayhawks jump all over Almon Green. Just about the line of scrimmage. Offensive line surge. Nebraska has got to get something. Too much of it.
in their huge too. The offensive line averages just under 300 pounds. And if you look at the front of Kansas, gosh, Sturcher's is only 255. McCall is the biggest at 275, and Copp's only 225. Terribly undersized.
Second down and 8. They got two. Green again. And he's up close to the 14.
And Green is shaken up.
He took a pretty good walk, too, when he was going down. But 3 Jayhawks hit him. And he's seemingly in the side or the back. And the top 25 today, you see that this obviously number 1 is winning and number 2 is winning. Later, Tennessee play. Northwestern today, but they lost Fitzgerald with broken leg.
Well, you know, when people look at that top 5 and they see Nebraska score, they'll never know that they didn't play well. See the Michigan won today 5-0. Virginia just barely got by Maryland 21-18. Arkansas won again, and I'll see them next week.
Amon Green is walking off the field. Looks like he's going to be all right. He's thinking things a little bit. Lawrence Phillips steps in as tailback now. Third down, 3. Frazier on the option, keeps it. First down and more. Tommy Frazier. One out of bounds. There, the penalty flag. Thad Warren, I think, got a little vigorous as Frazier went out of bounds. Several people on the sidelines, and you can sort of just pick a guy who got his ball and came out in the out of bounds area. Thad Warren, number 10, who looked to be the man who threw the
Yeah, emotion starting to get in the way of concentration now. There's a breakdown. Watch Thorne 38 in the blue jersey. He's supposed to take the quarterback, but he gets locked up on a block. And nobody has the quarterback. Frazier takes it up. There's 38 finally comes into the picture, but Frazier moves the chains. Now watch when he goes out of bounds. Here's a late hit. That got everybody excited. Flags came flying.
That's the penalty right there.
Yeah, no question about it. It was he had a step on the line, and then came in from Warren.
44-yard line, first down. Phillips is the I-back. Makovich in front of him. 21-3, Nebraska leading. Frazier dropped back to throw. Look deep. Nobody out there. Gives the ball off to Lawrence Phillips, who gets it up to about 45. Here's Lynn Swan.
Okay, I'm standing behind Nebraska bench, and right now they're working on Green and cutting off the tape on his left ankle. It's a sprain that kind of indicated a sprain on the inside of that ankle. I'm assuming they're going to retape it, see how it feels, and may go back in the ballgame.
Right now, they're in a 21-3 posture, and got 4 tailbacks behind him. They don't really have to play it.
Actually brought 5 tailbacks here. You're only allowed to bring 66 on the road, 66 players. They've got 166 guys they dressed for practice.
This is Lawrence Phillips. Having not played now, this is only the second game since his suspension was lifted. He's not quite as nimble as he might have been if he played all season.
I want to tell you, watching this offensive line is something special. Watch 54. Aaron Graham just come out, lock up. Boy, that's a big time play. Stays with him, takes him in there. There's your pancake keep. Took Cobb and put him on his back.
Third and 6. Phillips carries for 6 yards. Frazier looking around, throws it down the middle. It's picked off. Picked off by Gaddy. And back he comes to the 41-yard line of Nebraska. Pass intended for Sheldon Jackson.
Jackson never had a chance. Gaddy broke the ball. This is the third turnover for Nebraska this afternoon. Watch this. Never takes his eyes off of him. Here comes Gaddy with a great on the ball. Jackson never had a chance for the ball. And then Gaddy with a great he cut all the way across. Tried to get some block, almost like a punt to set up a wall. And now Kansas has great field position at the 41.
That's the first interception of Frazier. The last 100 attempts. Now let's see Let's see if the Jayhawks can cash in a break. So far, they haven't done it. Out of the shotgun, Mark Williams. Got a man absolutely lost over here. Jose right in. He hit the ground at the 23-yard line. If he doesn't lose his footing, he scores.
That's his seventh. You're exactly right, Keith. He was so wide open, I think he was shocked. Watching, this is his seventh catch of the year. He's a former wide receiver. Hosea Friday now plays tight end all day. But look, he has to come back for the ball, lose his balance. He's shocked that he's out there by himself. That knee hits the ground. That's dead. But you're right. There's absolutely nobody around them. They were in his zone and nobody picked him up.
Ball at first down, just outside the 22. LT Levine will lose back to about the 25 as Christian Peter at the penetration and decked him. And he's talking.
He should be. He's a great player. All-American. Holding Kansas. Christian Peter just ran over his blocker.
Beside himself the way this day has gone. I mean, he's going to go home. If I were him, I don't think I'd even look at it. There is one single good thing happening.
He's still smiling, though, isn't he?
Well, sort of. That might very well be more of a grimace.
Watch his play again. Watch how Peter just dominated. I mean, he takes Cleve Roberts and runs right over top of 300-pounder. Roll it. Now stop it right here. And I'm going to tell you, here's 55. Here's Cleve Peters right here, 77. And he just gets right by him, runs by him, knocks him out of the way and makes the play.
Mark Williams sack loses the football. And it looks like the Jayhawks may have kept it. Jared Smith, the center, came back with him. And again, it's Christian Peter leading the defensive third with his younger brother. They are wreaking havoc right now.
He's had a sore knee. Didn't practice as hard as he normally does. Watch this again. He comes right over the top of the tackle and just runs right over top of him. He's being held. He still fights through it and strips him. I want to tell you, he's giving Roberts all he can handle. Roberts had his arm around his neck and still couldn't stop him.
It is second down, 27 or 28. And a timeout, Kansas.
That's because he works with a broker from Dean. Together they developed a long-term investment plan to help take Zach wherever he wants to go.
Clients feel most comfortable with our ability to see things from their perspective.
Now, when Craig looks into his son's eyes, he can see the future and smile. Dean Whitting.
We measure success one investor at a time.
We told you early on that Tom Osborne has never lost to a Kansas team in 22 games. Well, in 1993, they came close. Face mask penalty helped Nebraska keep a drive alive and went on for their second score. And Kansas missed late in the game on a two-point conversion. And eventually, the game went to Nebraska 21-20. Left the opening touchdown.
Nebraska is so strong, so talented. We've got the great teams being able to win on days when they aren't really playing up to what they normally do. To be honest, Nebraska has struggled at times, but this is a great football team.
They don't give him the first down. He's a half a yard short. Second down. Back to first down. And let's get some late
Stephen Davis started the season as a serious Heisman Trophy candidate, falling by the wayside a bit, but he's still a powerful runner. 9 yards on this one. His first touchdown, 13-0 is the lead.
You know, they're talking about the Heisman. 921 ballots went out this past Wednesday. They were mailed out. I know you like Tommy Frazier.
Tommy Frazier setting up the throw. He's got a reach to do it. Now he decides he'll get a little exercise. And he's finally out of bounds down at the 30-yard line, and the penalty flag follows the play. Where he went out of bounds. Ruffles the penalty down there involving Frazier, and the man pushed him out.
He is special, isn't he?
Baseman in it 5 yards. We're talking about there between the hedges up at dig the hedges up and move them out of there. For the Olympic soccer competition.
Take a look at this again. Two-time Orange Bowl MVP, semifinalist for the football team, offensive player of the year. Stands in. Now doesn't see anybody. This is what his greatest asset is his mobility and escapability. He gets outside, look at him follow his block. Boom. Gives him a little extra. Gets outside. Now here comes the face mask. You're going to attack it on and take it down inside the 15. Face mask definitely. Look at that. Got him in the left hand. Is that Hammonds?
First down at the 14-yard line. Give it inside the line. He goes to the 5 or close to it. And so the Huskers now are slashing away. Trying to tack in on the turnover. They lead 23-3. 4.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Now Bratton is coming off the field, shaken up. Huge hole opened up by Graham, Taylor, and Ott right up the middle. The big red machine now starting to accelerate. One after its 23rd straight win. And their 34th consecutive season. Phillip up the middle, touchdown. Kansas defense wearing out. And the score Bills 27-3. I tell you, Phillips ought to go over right now and shake the hand of Jeff Makovica because he one heck of a block right up the middle. Again, it was Taylor, Graham, and Ott. The fullback came up, loaded it up, and opened it. Benson holds it. Brown kicks it. Highway. 4:04 to go, third quarter. Nebraska has scored 21 points off Kansas turnover. Here's Lynn Swan.
Well, Keith, Tommy Frazier was a freshman. Sometimes he take a ball and he runs down that sideline, and you can see a little bit of hesitation in him. But today, when he gets his hands on the ball, he looks right. He looks downfield. He makes a decision, and he just goes. Just like his play. He didn't have a receiver open to the hesitating. He just took off, ran the ball. He makes a big play. Experience. That's why I call him Tommy Osborne. It's like having Coach Osborne behind that huddle on every play.
You know, Swanee Frazier says he's playing the best he's ever played. He says he's reading defenses like he designed them. Boy, look at Taylor lock up Graham and Ott, and here comes the block from the linebacker. Then you get pull back, and Phillips just walks in. Dr. Kahn never in his best day ran as fast as Kahn. Not at Hastings College. They say Frazier runs a 4.6 40. I think he's faster than that. Fast as he needs to be. Chris Brown gets it off. High, but it's very short. It's a Sunday stop. Get through a first wave and can't do it. Take it down just outside the 25-yard line. John Hess made the tackle. They've had some pretty good returns today, but the best coverage we've seen Nebraska this afternoon. Kansas is now in some deep trouble. Trailing by 28-3. They are to have any hope at all keeping this thing fairly close. They've got to do something. And I think it's the time now that they have to leave the game plan. They've got to start taking these chances and going deeper. Much difference between this. Williams lets it fly. He's got Bird out there. And he can't come up with that coverage by Michael Booker. He hit him on the hands with it. Booker is there to spoil it. It'll be second down. I don't want to finish my story about the hedges, not that I'm sure anybody in Nebraska or Kansas gets wet about it. Now we'll Well, we said they had to start going longer. They did. The ball was a little bit on the throw. Bird still had a shot. Probably could have made that catch. Never did see the ball. Had it back to him. Go ahead, Keith. Tell us about that, because they're taking him out.
Pass is thrown to the sideline the other way. And Bird, the intended receiver, and he has no chance to get to it. Next Saturday, ABC's college football doubleheader starts with Michigan State. At noon Eastern, and Virginia Tech, Virginia, and then Kansas State. We play Colorado, Arkansas, LSU. There will be other regional actions. Check your listing cable operator for a game that might be available on free.
I'll tell you this. I'm looking at that Virginia Tech game. That win over Maryland today. Virginia now still has the lead in the Atlantic Coast Conference and can win the ACC outright.
Pursuit from the backside. Way around. Jared Tomich makes the tackle.
If you watch these guys, they tell you Tomich has been slowed down a little bit because he has a slower back. Bruised it against Colorado, and he's had some spasms, but he doesn't look any slower or any more hurt than you've ever seen him. 6'2", 250, and you said he came all the way around. He showed a great burst of speed to make the sack.
What that means back there? Catch the ball. Don't let it roll.
Don't to the kicking game. Don't be offsides. Don't run the kicker. Don't let the ball hit the ground and don't flip.
And they do. They handle it. That's for Mike Coleman. For the mere fact that he caught the ball, puts it up somewhere around the 40-yard line. If they had let it go, it probably somewhere down inside the 20. Winds up 37-yard punt.
And once again, gives Nebraska tremendous field position. Something you just can't do against a club like
Nebraska in the first half had a total of 76 yards. In the third quarter, they went up 139 yards. They scored 14 points.
When you figure that Nebraska beat Kansas State 49-25, Kansas State beat Kansas 41-7. It's a 58-point differential. I think a lot of these fans expected that when they came in. They said, we'll hope. Gotta believe.
The kids played very well. They made those mistakes and Nebraska tacked them in. No gain on that play. You're smart.
Steve Bradford came on the field last time. Jayhawks were on defense. Has a left forearm injury. Now, the trainer said they wanted to take him over to Lawrence Memorial Hospital because that's where the nearest place is for an X-ray. But they can't convince him to leave the bench area. Right now, they're just crowding around him, and Mike can get him over there. So wait and see. He'll give in.
Second down and 10. Frazier throws a bad pass. They had all ready to throw it. Bounce on the hold line. Incomplete.
Waiting for Holbein to make that cut. Holbein went down a little bit deeper than I think he was supposed to. 15-yard out. He went down about 22 yards. That forced Frazier to hold him. Holbein doesn't make a whole lot of catches. He's made some big catches. Yes, he has.
We haven't seen him all day at all with Reggie Hall. That's a completed pass around about the 48-yard line to Dustin Johnson. Here again, John Saunders.
Keith, and here again is Eddie George. This time takes a little pitch. 13 yards. 31-3 at that point. He's 285 yards on the ground. But Bobby Hoying backs the pass to who else but Eddie George. His first ever touchdown catch. And here today on the ground, 285 yards. It's the best day ever in Ohio State history for a running back.
That's a fair statement, isn't it? The day after the ballots went up.
He's put an exclamation point on his season.
But Tommy Frazier, on the other hand, running with the ball right now. And run for another Nebraska first down. Tommy Frazier has now become Nebraska's all-time total offense leader, passing Jerry Taggy 5,298 yards.
You know the problem I think that with Eddie George and Hoying, they're both so good, both being considered for the Heisman. I think they're going to steal votes from each other, and that could hurt their chances. Yep. The other side, for Tommy Frazier, they haven't seen him that often in the East. And I think the big scores that they have at Nebraska cut his playing time down and lowered his numbers a little bit.
37. A couple of yards. Nakavika. This issue has become relatively academic. Something truly astounding happens very shortly. Winding down into the end of the third quarter. Number one Nebraska leads Kansas. Number 10 in the AP poll coming in. 28-3.
Key to this game early were turnovers by Kansas. The key now is just that Nebraska has worn them down. Now it's just a more physical situation. Look at these numbers. They tell the tale.
Well, it may be a little heartbreaking involved there, too, for the Jayhawks. Watching Lady Dame Fortune hopping behind to them. Sheldon Jackson is begging for the catch, and I guess we're going to give it to him. Sheldon Jackson, 240 pounds, a redshirt freshman, 6'4", out of Diamond Bar, California. He picks up on his blocking a little bit. He's the tight end of the field. Pretty good.
I agree with that. He reminds me of Keith Jackson from Oklahoma. I mean, he's got that kind of size and mobility. You're right. He just has to work on some technique, but it's certainly there. But he's got the tools.
First down, 24. And a whistle.
Tommy Frazier missed a
timeout. First down.
Clinton Childs is an interesting running back, 6 feet, 15 pounds. Had a bad knee earlier this year. Actually had a knee strain. He's been rehabbing it quite a bit. Not getting Thomas he likes it. He's a talent. Look at Benning and Childs. Those two combined for 780 more yards and 10 touchdowns last fall.
I keep looking for that old wingback reverse here, and I haven't seen it.
Don't need it.
Fullback. Ryan Schuster. 3 yards. No dust. Even though this is decisively Nebraska's game, Cornhuskers look well on track toward defending their national championship. It's been a good season for the Kansas Jayhawks and bodes well for the future because they don't lose that many people, and they get some starters back from injury who have missed the entire season. Keep running the ball here. Childs takes it again. And picks up about 3 yards. Here's Lynn Swan.
Okay, the guy you love to a lot Nebraska's Jesse Cushing. He's right here, number 19. Just selected as a Phillips 66 academic All-American. He is also a meteorologist and climatology major. And he predicted that the weather for this game, light winds out of the north between 40 and 50 degrees. Well, he was a little off from the temperature. It was the only second time this year that he's been off.
Well, thank goodness we had window panes.
23 players have been named to that Big 8 academic honor for Nebraska.
All is pitched back to Damon Finney, who is in the ball game and tailback in the eye. And yes, he too is from Omaha. And Thad Warren knocked him out of bounds. Tell Jesse, don't worry about missing the forecast. That goes with the business.
He said it was going to be 40 or 50 degrees today with light winds. Players go to him and see how they're going to dress. They all came with lighter jackets than they probably should have. Keith, you were talking about the defense for Kansas. They are young. You're talking about voting well for the future. You've got 10 guys on the 2 deep roster that are under 20 years of age. Teenagers.
Isaac Bird is deep for Cush's punt now. He doesn't give you much of a return. The opponent's only averaging 2.5. He knocks that one all the way to the end zone. He just got total rotation on it, tight spin, just cut a hole through the air and through the end zone. Come back to the 20. 10 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in the ball game.
An interesting offensive series for Nebraska. Nothing fancy. They're just trying to milk the clock and get out of here. 35-3, no more damage needed.
Ben Roots now is in the ball game for Kansas at quarterback. He's a junior out of Oklahoma City. First two years of his collegiate football career at Nebraska. He got brought to members game up there. Junior college, and then found his way down to Kansas. And Van picks up 5 yards on the carry.
He's starting to accept his role now as a backup to Mark Williams, too. Ben Roots is an outstanding quarterback, as you mentioned. After he went to junior college, he did transfer to Nebraska, and he was heavily recruited, but he said he had to make a decision by January 1, so he did. Went to Nebraska, and comes here. Now he's behind Mark Williams, so it's not what he envisioned by transfer. It's 5 of 14, 61 yards. He says, hey, Williams is playing well right now.
Passes away, passes completed. Coming out of the backfield is Levine, and Levine has a first down at the 38-yard line. 38 seconds to play in the game.
Still play action. Working in the offensive line, not that big, but it's getting the job done. Look at this. This is the waggle. It's avoided the pressure most of the day. Of course, you take punishment after you release it, but Saltzman knocks it down. But still, you run that waggle, you run away most of the pressure.
And it's first down. Stay with the game. Levine. No, it's 25. Eric Van is all the way to the 45 of Nebraska. So with reserves all over the field now on both teams. Eric Van pops a big one, and the Jayhawks are moving down the field.
Eric Van, another one of those small running backs. He's only 5'9", grew up here in Lawrence, Kansas. He was the Kansas High School Player of the Year, and eventually he's found moved over to El Dorado. But I've talked about the guy with the talent he is. He's also an outstanding baseball player here.
There's so many of them. Trotman down in Colorado, so many stocky guys. Like Emmett Smith, square. Low to the ground. So quick.
Low center of gravity.
Ball is handed off again to Van. Runs into a stack. Kind of hard to move that tonnage. Got a little bit out of it.
Probably the best known back out of this conference. I mean, little, Barry Sanders. He still has some great history. Turn his shoulders, speed. He makes cuts. He's a little bit bigger though. A little bit.
Pass is thrown outside, and again it is complete to Sunday Smith. First down, Kansas down at the Nebraska 30-yard line. Shonday Smith, Rancho Cucamonga. 41-3 now, Ohio State. You have to protect yourself. You got to score a lot of points.
I was just going to say, don't show that score to Nebraska folks. Try to get another here. We're here. That's just the way it is these days. Seriously. They play some great athletes.
One of them is from down here. Again, it is in the right side of the line between the center and the guard, and L.T. Levine has found a bit of yardage there today. The running backs now starting to add up some yardage against the reserves of Nebraska.
Offensive line, 298 pounds. We talked about that. Watch the little trap here. They tried to work. Actually let him in. Did you see that? Just moved over and let Ogard come through 97. Trapped him, then moved to the right side and picked up some pretty good yardage.
Eric Van is the single back now. He's got the ball inside the 20, the 19. And that'll be a first down.
We were talking about this yesterday, Keith. All the great players that have come through here, and only 3 jerseys have been retired in this school. Ray Evans, John Hadle, did you mention the
Kansas basketball team had an exhibition opening last night and won handily. And Roy Williams passed by earlier today to say howdy and says, you think they're going to be pretty good?
He's right. They're ranked number 2 in the nation right now. Peter's coming back in. Jason in.
Running too easily up the middle. That's intercepted. It's a foot race. Mike Coleman. No flags. Touchdown. The transfer from Rutgers.
Somebody must have shown him the Ohio State school. Here they come. Right back with the touchdown.
86 yards. That's his second big one of the year.
Ben Roots acted like he never did see him. Watch Roots. He's locked over that side. You see his head? He never came off Bird. And Fullman just read it, stepped in front, got a good break on the ball, and just ran everybody.
Ted Retzlaff. He's in for the extra point. Bobble it. Close up. Older John Petro never came up.